A former Metropolitan Police officer who infiltrated an environmental group in London and had sexual relationships with 3 female activists has appeared before the Undercover Policing Inquiry. Jim Boyling was part of a covert group in the Met called the Special Demonstration Squad, tasked with gathering information of protest groups. Aisha Baksh has been following the story.
It was an environmental protest group that stopped the traffic and hit the headlines. Reclaim the Streets organised direct action in the mid-90s. But unbeknown to activists, undercover officers from the Met Police were also among them, including Detective Constable James Boyling, known as Jim Sutton. Campaigner Kate Wilson remembers him well.
He was a very significant part of the group. He was involved in all of the kind of central core planning stuff, so I looked up to him a lot.
The truth. The whole truth. The whole truth. And nothing. And nothing but.
And 30 years on, Boyling has appeared before the public inquiry, examining the conduct of Met officers from a unit called the Special Demonstration Squad, or SDS.
For me, I lived that life all the time for about 5 years.
And what was the attraction of doing so?
I think the opportunity to be another version of yourself.
Well, inside the hearing, the public gallery was packed with activists and campaigners, some of whom had been spied on by Boyling during his time with Reclaim the Streets. Others had been deceived into sexual relationships with undercover officers. During his 5-year deployment, Boyling was involved with 3 women connected to the groups he spied on. And he told the inquiry sexual relationships while undercover were not uncommon.
I just didn't think it would be that difficult to avoid. And then I was aware, having been deployed, that it's very different to how it appears from the outside. I know it seems odd now, sat in this inquiry, that the issue of relationships was not seen as going to be the thing that's going to bring SDS into disrepute in front of an inquiry. It was just one more aspect of a very complicated job.
Kate Wilson was also deceived by another officer into a relationship and now helps other women affected.
Seeing them held to account in this way, in the public light, that's important. I mean, there's a bigger aim, which is that this shouldn't be able to happen ever again, and that obviously applies to sexual relationships. They should be illegal.
Boyling was eventually sacked for gross misconduct. The Met have apologised to the women deceived, calling the relationships abusive, deceitful and wrong. The inquiry continues. Aisha Baksh, BBC London.